Hello and welcome, my friends. Wave a hand if you are live. Good to see you on, everybody. My name is Jim Bunch, and it is my honor and privilege to be here tonight. For the first time ever, we are bringing you the Powur Hour. Tonight, you're going to hear from some amazing people. You're going to hear a new business model that is taking over the world. And for those of you who are here for the first time, thank you for investing the time here. My friends, the gentleman you're about to meet here, Mr. Charles Thompson, is not just a 30-year veteran in the solar industry. He is an incredible human. He served in our military. He has led our troops here at Powur every single day. He raises the game of the people around him because he raises his game. So tonight, he's going to guide you through what this incredible opportunity is here at Powur for us to panel the planet. Please help me welcome Mr. Charles Thompson to the stage.
The future starts right now. I made a reservation, but you never came, so I'm checking out. The fire you stole away.
Wow, Powur family. Whew. Amazing. I want to welcome each of you. A lot of very, very special guests with us tonight. Each of you who are guests of others. Bobby Smith, my good friend, our field president, and many of his guests who are with us tonight. And my why, Emerson. Whew, you saw her dancing. It's the greatest gift that I could see today. I prayed that one day I'd be on stage and she could come to the stage and see us. And then we had this crazy thing called COVID. And now we get to see that. What an absolute blessing. So if you want to know why I'm here, that's why I'm here. And it's just truly, truly a blessing to be able to share this with each of you. So welcome. Welcome to what is changing in industry. Welcome to what's changing my life and the life of hundreds and thousands of people in this Powur community. We'll share with you what we're going to talk about today, and we're going to share some incredible videos with you as well. Who we are, our economic model, the solutions that we have for Powur to do exactly what you're going to hear about today, and how you can join, how you can enroll in this truly incredible movement. So welcome to what is going to be a life-changing event for each of you. And what I'd like to do now is share some of the videos with you that's going to show you exactly why we are here, why Powur began in the beginning of what is changing in industry forever. If we would roll the first video, please.
From the beginning, Powur has always been about how do we solve the biggest challenges facing our planet, and how do we help people create a rewarding, abundant, meaningful income and livelihood through participating. And the reason why that's at the heart of our company is because that's what I needed. That's what I was searching for.
Have fun, my friends. We'll see ya.
I get a call from Jim Bunch, and he says, hey, I'm going to the Amazon rainforest with the Pachamama Alliance. I think you should come down here with us. And I'm just like, you know, sure, I'll just up and go to the Amazon rainforest next week. You know, not many people are gonna say yes to that invitation, but I felt that I had to be there. I knew I was at a turning point in my life. I was looking for something more.
We are trudging through the rainforest right now. We have two guides, Ashwar guides, who are completely native. Their culture has been living in this forest for thousands of years. They just made contact with the outside world only to really form an alliance to protect this rainforest from oil companies and mining companies and companies that literally will come in and just turn all of this into a desert. There they are.
But it was during one of the initiations that I had the vision for Powur.
The journey continues, my friends. It continues.
In the middle of the Amazon, there's drumming and singing and chanting and all this going on, and I hear this voice say, you are meant to go back and start the first crowdsourcing platform for solar energy. was clear as day. And that's when I knew. I knew what my life purpose was. From that point forward, I knew what I had to do. It was a vision that literally came from that forest.
Being in the rainforest, there are many lessons that Jonathan and I got down there that we brought back to the company. And I remember for myself, one of the things that was crystal clear was how connected everything is. And what we do makes a huge impact. When you hire and you recruit and you train and deploy people based on what they value most, you create a synergy that's incredible. When you align those values with a clear mission and a clear vision, you create synergy.
The vision of Powur is to accelerate the adoption of sustainable energy worldwide. Our mission, and I want you to take this in, because when you join us, this is going to become your mission too, and I want it to be real for you, and I want you to be excited about it. Our mission is to build the largest clean energy platform on planet Earth. And the way that we're going to do that is through decentralization. It's not about having one giant utility or one giant company anymore. It's really about creating platforms that empower the crowd to participate in everything. And the way that we're going to install millions of solar panels on homes every year as one community, as one company, as one platform, is through a crowdsourced model. If we build a platform that allows the crowd to do it, that allows the entire ecosystem of solar to participate, then we can reach the kind of scale that at Powur we dream about, that we're focused on, and that we are going to achieve. And this is your invitation to join us.
To change things, don't try to fight an existing reality. Build a new model that makes the old model obsolete. And that is exactly what Powur set out to do, to change an industry to create an entirely new model. And the way that that's done is through our economic model. And I've heard companies before say that, oh, our employees are the most important people in the company. But I've never seen a company that makes that their culture, where we believe that the individual solar sales professional is solving the biggest challenges in solar and deserves the greatest benefits. That's a powerful statement, and that is exactly what Powur has placed in this model, is to completely change the reality. You know, a few minutes ago, you saw me really start to look at this and say how incredible it was to stand here before you, seeing my daughter. People don't, I want to put that into context. That's why this model is so important, because what it does is it creates impact. We create incredible income you're going to hear about tonight, but it creates impact. And my why is to reduce as much pollution on this planet as I can, to help not only my daughter breathe, who has cystic fibrosis, but is to help stop 4 million people dying each and every year from respiratory disease that most of us have no idea the impact it has. This model is what's going to allow you to be part of that life-changing experience. So I'd like for you to take a look at the economic model. If we can roll that video, please.
When we started Powur, we were looking at all of the ways that we could really help solve the challenges inside of solar. And it became super clear to us really quickly that the challenge that needs to be solved in solar energy today is customer acquisition. We've got the technologies. We have all the tools. We have the workforce. We could be installing as much solar energy as you can imagine right now. What's missing is the customer adoption. It's the societal adoption. And that's why we built the first model in the world to pay the people who solve the biggest challenge in solar the most. And that's you.
Your decision to be part of the future of solar and renewable energy really comes down to a choice of two pathways: an outdated get a job, work for a company model where you go to work for a solar company. Maybe you might even receive some leads that are often sold to multiple companies. The commissions are often equivalent to solar minimum wage. There is little chance for personal or professional growth, and there are often geographical boundaries. There's nothing scalable about the technology and nothing to secure your personal or economic future. It's a job, plain and simple. That simply doesn't work or make sense in today's world, not in the new and thriving platform economy of today.
We live in the age of platforms. Uber did not become the largest ride-sharing company on earth because they went out and they bought, millions of taxis and hired millions of drivers. They created a platform that allowed anyone to share a ride with anyone else through their app, and they crowdsourced it. Real estate, the old way was you walk into Prudential, there's an agent there paying $500 a month for their desk or whatever it is, and that's how real estate was done, right? The new way is EXP. It's a totally virtual brokerage platform that allows any real estate agent to sign up and offer real estate anywhere in the world that EXP operates in with the biggest commissions. And they became the fastest growing real estate company in the world. Let's look at the old way of doing solar and the new way of doing solar with the Powur model. The old way was you went to work for a solar company. So you basically had a job or you worked for a dealer somewhere and you earn money in one way and one way only when you sell. And fundamentally, you are a local or regional construction company of some kind. That's the old way. Now let's look at the Powur way. We have a cloud-based virtual platform that allows you to work from anywhere and sell solar to anywhere as long as you have access to your iPhone, right? You get 4 different methods for earning. You have the biggest commissions in the industry instead of the littlest because the majority of revenue gets shared with you through this platform-based model. You have 3 other ways to earn: passive, mentorship, and equity. You have a scalable technology platform so everything's under one roof, and we're decentralizing and crowdsourcing the fulfillment and the customer acquisition so we don't have the barriers to scale that the predecessors had in the past.
If you're looking at solar, you may not be aware of how incredible this opportunity is. There are 130 million homes that are plugged into what we know as the dirty energy grid. 90 million of those homes are eligible for solar, and at this point, a little over 3.5 million have actually made the transition to solar. So you're looking at a virtually untapped industry as we know it today. So let's talk about what's happening in the industry itself. What's driving it is the homeowner can go solar with absolutely nothing out of pocket, 0 out of pocket. They increase the value of their home by 4 to 6%. And they are going to lock in the cost of their energy. So they never have to worry about the rising cost of energy again from the energy that we're producing from their panels. There has never been a product or service in my career that I could say does that much good, creates so much impact, and makes you great income at the same time. And how we make income is by having access to something called cost of goods. Cost of goods is a new term to many of us. And the best way to compare it is it's wholesale versus retail. You get access to the wholesale cost, you sell it at retail, and then you rev share with Powur. So in this particular example, the wholesale cost was $17,500. It was sold for $35,000. And there were some adders such as financing and electrical work that was done. But the net revenue was $10,500. Now in a traditional solar company, a consultant would get 20 to 30% of that number, somewhere between $2,000 and $3,000 commission. Great commission for what you do. Powur looked at this and said, now, we're going to change the industry. We're going to turn it upside down. We are going to reinvent it. And that's what Powur has done. And they give you, the consultant, 70% of the net revenue. Who is the most important person? That's you, the consultant. You generate the lead, you generate the contract, and Powur takes it from there. The most important thing to look at is who received the lion's share of the revenue? You. And you compare that to the traditional company who would pay $2,000 to $3,000. Powur pays over $7,000 on average, and that is over double what most traditional companies pay. You can sell in all of the states in which we have coverage, and all of that is managed for you through the back office in Powur. They also handle the accounting, all of the operations, everything that's necessary, and then pay you for every single deal, every single day.
My team provides all the support you need to present your solar proposals and get your documents signed easier than any other solution in the industry. The Powur solution makes it so simple to get a proposal. Within minutes of entering a lead into our system, you have a dynamic proposal back all under one platform. The proposal allows you to control how many panels go on your customer's home, change equipment, control their energy offset, adjust your commission, margin, any adders required for the job. Plus, you get to qualify all of your customers for financing and issue them final loan docs to sign within minutes. You have a dedicated sales support team to assist you in signing every customer, and once your customers are signed, you have a dedicated project manager to assist you and your customer along every step of the way, all the way to installation. I've worked at so many of the biggest solar companies in the industry for the past decade, and I swear I've never seen a platform like Powur where it's easy to sell, you get paid as much as you do, and we're here to support you every step of the way.
This is your chance to join the most disruptive platform that has entered into the solar industry in over a decade and really participate and reap the rewards. Join us. This is the time.
I couldn't agree more with some of the shout outs I saw coming up on the map there. It was awesome to see the shout out to Rachel McDonald, our sales manager, truly a human being that is above anything we've ever seen in my career in this industry and is leading the way for this project team to do the work for you. And everything that she said is critical to your involvement in this company. You can count on our team, we call pre-sales team and a post-sales team, to help you prior to the sale and help you once the sale is made. The most important thing is what's sandwiched in the middle, and it is that cost of goods model that I saw some people say, having a cost of goods. Let's break that down a little bit. Again, wholesale retail is one thing, but what you get access to is something that I, as an owner of a company, before coming into Powur, I couldn't even get access to. A wholesale cost of goods, fully transparently displayed. As an owner, you would have to have what I had. You'd have to have trucks. You'd have to have crews. You'd have to have a line of credit. You have to go purchase the equipment. You have to manage all of that. Here you don't. Here you get 70% of the revenue from the wholesale to the retail. You have a business in a box. This number, the most important number, is what you have access to without having to have all the special licenses, the headaches, the burdens of running your own business. That is a game changer. That is changing a model. That's not just changing, it's just changing reality as we look at it today. If you look at it beyond that, is what you have now is a fully transparent commission sheet. You control the margin. Powur doesn't control the margin. You determine what you want to make. You slice it out and you make exactly what it is you want to make. Then everything is transparently displayed, from the financing, every item to the penny of what it took to manage that cost. You don't even have to have a team to manage all of that information. Once you have access to the cost of goods, now you get access to something I've never seen in any industry. Jonathan mentioned that there were 4 ways of making income. The fastest one is what we just shared with you, which is selling solar. That's what we all do. Then you have something we're going to talk about, mentorship income, but the passive income is something that I've never had in any industry, and I've been in this industry now a combined 30 years of energy and solar. Before I dive into that, I want to share, we did comparisons with EXP and other companies when we're talking about platform economies. Something most people don't know about EXP is the other side of their model. They know about the fact that agents can sell anywhere in the world. Sound familiar? That's what you can do with Powur. What they don't know about is that their agents can also, as they learn the business, as they grow in the business, they want to mentor others, they want to train and coach others, they then get access to passive income. Exactly what you get. But look at these figures.
So you as a consultant, you get 70% of the revenue. That's been identified clearly. What happens to the other 30%? Half of that 30% come back to you. If you want to build an organization, small, medium, or large, half of that revenue is carved out into a rev share plan to allow you to train, coach, and mentor others to do exactly what you do. We sell solar, you coach them to do the same. Powur operates on the other half of that, 15% of the margin. That's game changing. That's what's changing this industry as we all know it today. And the model is then complemented even further through our mentorship program. This is really where you get to tap into hundreds and hundreds of key people who can coach you on how to sell, can close your deals with you, and pay you better on your share of this revenue than you're paid in the traditional solar companies. It works as follows. The net commission, we're just going to use an even number of 6,000. And on that commission, the consultant, you, as a mentee, get half of that revenue. The mentor gets the other half, 3,000. You're getting training and you're getting paid better than you would with most traditional solar companies. Once you've successfully gone through 3 deals of your own, then you can step out. This then becomes a career pathway for you. So you can, once you advance from mentee and you become a full-fledged consultant, then you sell the projects on your own. You get 5 projects of your own, and you then have the ability to become a mentor in the platform after taking a test and becoming certified. This is a career pathway. You can go to work for a solar company, and you can get a smaller commission because you're getting leads. These leads are probably the best leads you'll ever see in your career, and you can help coach others to do exactly what you want them to do, learn a career pathway within Powur. The equity. I always say it's the icing on the cake. This is amazing. You have the ability at an early stage of the evolution of this company to become a shareholder in this company. On your first installation, you'll get 25 options. You refer someone to use the platform on their first installation, they'll get 25 options. You will get 12 options as well for referring them for using the platform. And once they get their install, we're all incentivized. And then just basic performance goals. You hit 25 installs in a calendar year, you receive 250 options. If you hit 50 installs in a calendar year, you get 1,250 options. Hard to say what the value of this is going to be, but even beyond that, you'll get discounted options once Powur does go public because you were part of Powur during our pre-IPO stage. You know, I ran 2 of the nation's largest solar companies that evolved from energy. One was worth $14 billion. The other was worth $17 billion. Neither of them were able to figure out a way to scale and be profitable at the same time. There's numerous other companies I could say to have the same challenges. Powur comes along. Powur goes through phases of growth and never gave up. Powur was a lead generation company 7 years ago when I joined the company. They went from lead generation to, and then it had a platform of 120 solar companies lead generating for. They went from that model, that's 2 models in, to becoming a sales organization working under other general contractors. And then Powur realized they had to own the relationship from the beginning to the glass on the roof, to the solar going active. You look at what we've done in this industry, and Powur has been able to scale on a national level and be profitable. What is that going to mean to the value of that stock when this company goes public? I look at what did Bitcoin mean 5 years ago, and what does it mean today? I'll leave that to your imagination without being a stock advisor. The solutions that Powur has, we can talk about everything, but if we don't give you the tools for you to succeed, then it's all in vain. In addition to the mentorship program and everything that you heard, and then Rachel's explanation, we have daily training in English and in Spanish, live coaching. You have an onboarding through the Powur University that takes you about 2 hours of your time to understand everything you can do in the platform, to be able to leverage that platform. And we'll give you training on lead generation, social media training, digital training, physical networking, everything that you need. There's hundreds and hundreds of hours of video over and above all the live training that we have. And then you talk about events. These are mind-blowing events. What we had here about 6 weeks ago with well over 1,000 people in attendance is going to continue to grow and grow and grow to give you transformational skills, skills that you can't get in a regular job. And this is where you can have wealth creation without ever leaving your home, by tapping into all the incredible training we have and being able to do that on a national level. I will assure you this from my experience in being through each phase, each part of the journey with Powur, is every single phase gets better and better. And now we're beginning the scale phase. As you start to see more and more of these markets light up, think about what that could mean for you. Think about what it could mean for your family. The stock, the mentorship income, the ability to have the best incomes in the industry, and then passive income on a national level. You can't find this anywhere. What I really want you to see now is from some of the other consultants who have really shared their stories with you. And then we'll wrap up and talk about what it's going to take to get you started in Powur. So if we get the third video going, let's hear what some of the most incredible consultants this company can share with you at their journey.
My name is Melissa Dawson. I travel around meeting people and selling solar and coaching people how to sell solar with Powur.
My name is Jonathan Bernasso, and I'm a full-time solar consultant.
My name is JC Rangel, and I am a sales consultant with Powur Energy.
My name's Charles Thompson. I am a field leader with Powur.
I'm Chris Chibongo. When I was exposed to what Powur did, I was just blown away.
Yo soy María Salazar. Hace 25 años llegué a este país, como llegamos la mayoría de las personas, buscando el famoso sueño americano.
My name is Edgardo Gonzalez. I'm from Puerto Rico. It's been a great journey, working full-time in the solar industry.
The reason I decided to join Powur is because I saw the online platform and the 4 unique ways of earning.
Powur's vastly different than any solar company in the industry. What Powur has done is they've changed the way this industry looks at the most important person in the company, the consultant, the person who's representing the company to the homeowner.
I knew nothing about solar when I got started, nothing. But that wasn't an excuse. So the company has all of the resources, all of the trainings available, and if somebody really wants to go out there and learn the business, they can, and I'm a perfect example of it.
Extreme powerful training in sales, powerful training in solar, and then powerful training in mindset. Sales is over 90% mindset.
At the beginning, we were referring people to Solar City. We were making around $200, $500 per deal. And can you imagine, right now we make an average of $7,000 to $9,000 per deal. You could be good, but it's the vehicle. And Powur is the best vehicle you can find in the solar industry to do this, to achieve this.
And what a service that we provide. We provide solar, renewable, contributing to the evolvement of the planet, contributing to, in terms of legacy, to our kids. And Powur is, we only still at the beginning.
I like to be a part of businesses that have a future. I believe that for the next 2 decades, renewable energy, the solar industry is the industry to be in. Not only that, to me, solar is not really a sales pitch. Frankly, it's more like an IQ test. We could take a customer and cut their bill in half with 0 out of pocket, and that bill will never go up. Why would you not do that?
Sino de que estamos cuidando nuestra ciudad, nuestro planeta y nuestras futuras generaciones. Yo siempre a mis clientes les digo, mira, no es tanto el ahorro que tú vas a tener en el momento, sino ayudar a nuestras futuras generaciones.
The parts that I love the most about what I do with Powur is I get the ability to help others. That begins with helping people who've never sold solar before learn how to sell solar and how to change their life. Then what we do is help homeowners take control of their energy bill, lock that cost of the energy in, save anywhere from 5 to 40% on their energy bill every single month.
The solar installation is probably the most rewarding part. The homeowner's excited, and at that moment when you flip the switch on, no longer are you having to rely on your utility company. You're creating your own power and taking control back from the utility.
For me, it's about making an impact. We're on this planet for a small amount of time, so we need to be doing something bigger and better to help humanity.
Powur gives me the freedom to spend more time with my family. Powur gives me the freedom to work from home.
What surprised me about working with Powur is the culture and family that we have, where we have friends and family and teammates and mentors. We're all helping each other with this model. That is just something that I really feel and I didn't expect to have.
Powur ha cambiado mi vida de una manera increíble. Una de las cosas muy importantes que aquí podemos tener libertad financiera.
I work on my own terms, and that's what you do when you're empowered.
I'm just so grateful that Powur came into my life, and to know that I can take my power back to be me and to leave a legacy for this world that I did something good for it.
If you have been looking, stop looking. Make this your home and taste it for yourself. My mission is to help as many people as possible find that freedom. I'm honored to do it through the platform of Powur.
This is the movement. This is the culture. This is the company. We welcome you. Join us. Well, now you've had an opportunity to hear some of our incredible consultants and what it's done in their lives. Let's talk about what it's going to take to become part of this incredible movement. Everything that you heard about tonight, that 70-30 revenue share over the cost of goods, and the equity ownership and power, and the ability to have revenue sharing if you decide to build an organization. The cost, again, I mentioned, to me, this is a business in a box where you have everything that you need to run a business without the headaches associated. It's a $99 one-time onboarding fee. You go through a university, now you can start to leverage the platform. We each pay $49 to access the technology. Think about that. In time, there's going to be 10,000 or more people that are investing into that technology that we use to run our business. Why do we pay it? Of course we pay it. That's 85% of the revenue comes to us. Of course we're going to finance that. And we want Powur to be profitable because we are shareholders in the company. And one of the most exciting things is what you're going to hear more about as you begin with Powur is the ability to tap into a $35 per month virtual training academy. This is going to be a life-changing experience. That's an optional ability. If you want to really invest into yourself, invest into your career, invest in your future beyond having this business, there's no better way than to tap into this amazing training that's being done by the leaders in this company, the field leaders who are in this company. People like myself and many of the people you heard interviewed tonight, and this is just the beginning. What I'd like to do now is turn this over to my very close friend and dear mentor that I've had for years, who had that amazing video about how all this began back in the rainforest. And, you know, when I met Jonathan 7 years ago at Lofty's Coffee here in San Diego, I was in, quite candidly. I came for to a meeting. I don't know what I'm going to see, expect. And Jonathan showed up in his Tesla. He just had that swag about him, and he shared his vision for where he was going to take Powur. And he's not only done that, he's gone way beyond anything he committed that time. And I made a decision at that time to leave a very, very good salary for a job, to know that if I invested my time behind this man and the amazing leadership team that you see in this company, that they were going to do something that they talk about with Buckminster, and that's to change an industry. So please welcome my very dear friend, my mentor, and our CEO, Mr. Jonathan Buck.
Amazing. Well done. I will take that from you. That was truly awesome. Give it up for Mr. Charles Thompson, everybody. Mr. Charles Thompson in the house. Love you, my brother. What's up, Powur people? How was that new presentation? Thumbs up if you guys like some of the stuff we've been working on. Do you think we got did we nail the message? How'd you like that message? Because, all right, we want your feedback. Keep it coming to us, right? This is a machine that we're constantly refining, constantly fine-tuning, constantly upgrading. And we're really excited for this new platform, for this new venue, for this new Monday Night Powur Hour as a way that we scale our message, our community, our movement, our mission to the world. Heck, let's scale it to Mars. I don't even know if there's life on Mars, but we should scale it and beyond. So that's the plan. That's what we're doing with this, everybody. So keep your feedback coming into us. We're going to keep making this more and more epic, and we're so excited to keep delivering the value to everybody.
So my section for tonight is called the Power Talk. Now, part of what we want to do in these Monday night events is really introduce who we are to all the people who have never heard of us before, or have heard of us, but they haven't made a decision to join the platform yet. They're still trying to figure out their next career move, or whatever it might be, right? So this is really an educational platform to deliver the message and value of power. You met our energy management team, so all of you who are from Scale Up, you guys got to manage your energy with us at our last convention, but we want energy management as a real part of this community, right? We want people learning the techniques and the strategies of how we manage our energy and how we enter into peak state and we live high performance lives and we de-stress our lives. And that's why we want to do the energy management. And we want to bring that culture. And I've been so inspired by you guys. Eric Garcia, when you posted that video of you and your kid doing energy management, doing your hey-heys, and then I've seen all you guys at your different team meetings doing hey-heys, like, wow, what an amazing thing to be doing for the world right now, everybody. You're bringing positivity and enthusiasm and joy and feeling good to your families and to your communities. And what's going to be the ripple effect of all that, the impact of all of that. So, we're passionate about it. Even if some people think it's weird, we think the risk is worth it because we need more goodness and more good feelings and more positive vibes out in the world. And that's what we're about, baby. So anyways, that is a part of this Monday Power Hour. We're going to be bringing it every single Monday. But the other piece about this, and I want to plant this seed for everybody, this Power Talk, really, we want this to be the time that our leaders and all of the top performers and go-getters and really people who are leading and they're showing by their results that they're leaders, right? What are the results that we are producing in life? And whenever I find somebody that's producing amazing results in life, I want to learn from them, right? I want to learn from the people who are producing kick-ass results. Those are the people I want to know, all right? I prefer results knowledge over book knowledge any day of the week. So I want this stage to be your platform for all of you leaders who are saying, all right, how do I get to my next level? Start to put on your vision board your power talk and start to think about it. Start to think about, how did you get where you are? What are your life principles? What are the biggest lessons that guided your life, that allowed you to create the results that you have in your life, that are allowing you to do, big and bad to the bone things, and we want you to share, right? Because part of this is all about sharing value, creating value. No matter where you come from, we're going to give you value free every single Monday night. Our competitors are watching right now, guaranteed. They are. And we're going to give them value too. We want to give everybody value. So that's our goal here. That's our mission, is to just provide as much value as possible. So let's start with tonight's Power Talk. I'm going to bring you guys back to an old story from the history books of power. Tonight I'm going to share with everybody one of the biggest lessons I got in my life about going 100% all in. And most of you are not yet 100% all in. That's the truth. Sorry to call you out on that. Maybe make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. But you need the truth, darn it. We all need the truth. I thought I was 100% all in as well, until I got the lesson from the universe about what 100% all in actually meant. I'm going to hope that you don't need to experience the same lesson that I had to experience to really learn what 100% all in is. But as you take away some nuggets, some inspiration, some value from tonight's talk, the seed that I want to plant with you, what I want you taking away is, how can I go 100% all in on my life, on my business, and on my purpose? What I'm truly here to do, the legacy that I am meant to leave in this world.
And I promise you, yes, you, I'm looking at you, I see you. I promise you that your life, your business, and your legacy, your purpose are worth going 100% all in. 100% all in. I want to create human beings that are just 100% all in kind of people. They're the kind of people that show up to their marriages and their relationships 100% all in, willing to do whatever it takes to succeed. Their businesses 100% all in, willing to do whatever it takes to succeed. Their legacies 100% all in, willing to do whatever it takes to succeed. And what's the world going to look like, ladies and gentlemen, when our society, when we as human beings are 100% all in on the really important things, the things that really matter? That's my goal for each and every one of us here tonight, is that you leave asking that question, being honest with yourself, and looking at what changes you need to make, where do you need to go next to be 100% all in. So, let's put up this slide real quick. Rewind the story. My first Tesla. Yeah, you know, I really loved that car. Keyword is loved in the past tense. That was a beaut. I had to buy it cash because I was such a believer in electric vehicles at the time. Tesla had not even figured out their financing yet. So I could not even get financing from Tesla. It was 2012. They wouldn't finance me for all these weird reasons. I mean, this was like early days. And I remember I had this choice to make. I was like, damn, do I continue to drive around a gas car, which is not aligned with my values? I know it is not the future I personally want to create. It's destroying our planet. Do I do that? Or do I spend all this money, cash, to buy this damn electric vehicle just because this company hasn't even figured out their financing yet? And it was a tough decision. And at the end of the day, I decided, screw it. I'm going to put my money where my values are. And I bought the darn car cash. Later, I found out, reading Elon Musk's book, that they were about to go bankrupt right at that time. They were literally going bankrupt, and they had a surge of Tesla orders that like bailed them out of bankruptcy, got them through this quarter and all this sort of stuff. And I was like, whoa, that was why I bought that car. That's why I did that, was to have my money meet my values and create the future that I wanted to see in the world. And it worked. So I loved this car. But to tell you where this car fits into the story, I have to rewind the clock a little bit on Powur. Powur was really started in earnest at the very end of November 2013. That was the very first meeting I ever had with the second largest solar company in America at the time. And that was really when it began. And back then, you know, it was just this idea for this platform, really. But there was so much missing. I did not know what I didn't know. Let's just put it that way. And I assumed that, all right, I'm going to have to write a pretty big check to finance this company. And at the time, that was $550,000. And I'll be totally candid with everybody. I had about $1.4 million cash. That was where I was at. And I was thinking, all right, it's going to take me 6-7 months maybe to build this platform, to launch this company before revenue's coming in and we're cash flowing from there and all this sort of stuff. So I had in my head, all right, you know, it's February 2014. By August, September, revenue is going to be coming in and we're good. Here's the check. Here's $550,000. Let's start building this platform, baby. Boom, we're going to town. How many of you think that that's what happened? Raise your hand. Not a lot of hands. That is not what happened, let me tell you. So August, September rolls around, and that's right about when we're supposed to be launching, and I realized that the contract I signed with the first solar company that we were going to market with was you're dead. I was never going to raise money with that contract. It was the worst contract. I had not recruited a board of directors at that point. Get mentors, key lesson, have mentors in life. So I negotiated that contract myself, and I was really proud. I was like, yeah, I just negotiated this contract with this billion-dollar company. I was flying high. I recruit a board of directors. They look at the contract, and they go, this is the worst deal we have ever seen. That was literally what came out of their mouth. They were like, you signed this? This is the stupidest deal I've ever seen. It was bad, okay? It was bad. Knowing what I know today, wow, it was horrible. It basically would ensure that Powur would fail, and it had also locked me into a multi-year exclusive agreement that I could not get out of. A bit of a problem. So anyways, not only were we not launching in September of 2014, but we were at not even ground zero. Ground zero is like, you're on ground. We were negative. We're now trying to claw our way out of a hole, get out of this agreement. Money, we're burning $80,000 a month. Launching seemed far off into the future. It took months to exit that relationship. And the entire time praying, that there's another relationship on the other side of that. And there's been a lot of angels in Powur's history, a lot of angels. I don't know what's going on from the Amazon to all sorts of other things. There's angels out there, right? So we actually ended up landing a contract with the #1 solar company in the world at the time. So that was cool, right? Hey, why be with #2 if you can go to #1? Well, the problem is it takes time to put all these deals together, and time was not what I had because every month was costing me $80,000 a month. And for all of you rocket scientists out there, it doesn't take a lot to realize that $1.4 million does not last very long when you're spending $80,000 a month, does it? So, no, it does not at all. So anyways, let's keep our little journey going. We're moving forward. We're walking that tightrope of entrepreneurship. We're dancing. We're doing what we got to do. And finally, we ink our deal with our new partner. Literally the day that we had no more money in the bank, the day that we were literally like done, we inked the deal. All the investor cash, our first investor cash hit that day. And it was like, this is what being an entrepreneur means, ladies and gentlemen. Like, it's a tightrope. Like, you really have to believe in yourself. Like, you have to believe, and you've got to take risks, and you've got to put it on the line, even when it's damn scary to put it on the line. So that was the day that, game changer. We got funded. We raised $775,000, and we lived to see another day. However, that lived to see another day was very short. It was very short because as it comes to find out, this amazing partner that we thought we had, well, really wasn't that amazing. And the entire model itself of being a lead generator company and trying to figure out, this compensation plan and all these things, this was 2015, mind you. So this was a while ago, right? 6 years. It was not going to work. We got to market. We finally launched in August of 2015, a year after I thought we were going to launch. And it sucked. Powur sucked. It was the crappiest platform with the worst compensation plan and the worst in solar. I love all you guys who have been with us since 2015, by the way. Seriously, I love you because you're the warriors. You're the visionaries. You're the people that always saw the vision, just like I always saw the vision. And you said, yep, the vision's worth it. We're going to figure out whatever it takes to get there. But man, it is not easy when you are trying to innovate and you're trying to do things different and you're approaching solving challenges in ways nobody's ever done before. And we had a tremendous amount to figure out. And it became apparent really quick that this $775,000, this was only going to last us about 6 months. And we really needed a reboot to the whole model. We needed, all sorts of things to give it another leg. So I went back out to raise money. And, this was my third time raising money already. I raised our first round in 2014. It was a very small round, friends and family round. Then in 2015, we raised our second round, and that was a more sizable round, 775. That capitalized the company for, a little bit, really to learn your next lessons. But as 2016 was rolling around, we really needed to totally change the platform, totally change the product, reinvigorate the plan. We needed to rework our relationship with Solar City. We had all these things that were going on. And so I go out and I start raising money, and I'm just coming up dead. Like I hit this wall at $200,000. It was just a wall. It was like I had a couple commitments, but I was starting to feel tapped out, where I was like, man, I'm running out of sources here. Like I feel like I'm hitting a wall, and we're not anywhere near what the goal of the round was. We wanted to raise 1 million. That was really the number that we needed to take the company through its next phase, to figure things out. We needed $1 million in 2016, the beginning of 16. And I'm hitting this wall, and I can't figure out why. And I've got this group, this angel investment group, that wanted to make an investment, but they were starting to make all these, strange terms and strange deals. They wanted it to be debt, and they wanted this, and they wanted that, and it had all these conditions with it. And I went to my board member, my most senior board member. Truly, he's been an amazing mentor to me. You guys don't know him, but he's like a godfather behind Powur. He was one of the founders of one of the earliest stage private equity firms. Way back in the early 90s, this firm went on to raise billions and billions and billions of dollars. He's an incredibly sophisticated individual. I love and appreciate him so much. And he kind of had this heart-to-heart conversation with me where he was like, Jonathan, I've seen this before, and you're going to fail. This deal you're putting together, it's not enough money. It might get you another 6 months, but, the terms aren't good. Future investors are going to have to tag along with this. It's going to be problems, blah, 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 blah. He's like, yeah, I've seen this before, and I'm pretty sure you're going to fail. And I said, okay, then what do I do? What do I do? And he looked at me and he goes, you need to go all in. All in. You need to come up with the biggest chunk of change to lead this round. You need to get commitments from the rest of your board of directors to invest alongside of that round. And you need to go back to these investors, and you need to get them to commit that if you come in with all of this money and under these terms, that they're going to match you for everything that you're going to put in. And this was challenging, and I'll tell you why. I had not been taking a salary this entire time. This was 2 years. I had watched my life savings virtually completely deplete. I was down to, maybe a month, 2, 3 of runway, whatever it is, which frankly, after being a millionaire, really sucks. And I don't expect anybody to have a lot of sympathy for me, so you don't need to have sympathy. But I'm just sharing with you, it freaking sucks to be a millionaire and not have to worry about money, to all of a sudden being back to paying the bills and worrying how you're going to put food on the table. That shit sucked. It sucked. And I don't wish it upon anybody. And the only thing I had left was that Tesla, wherever it is. So I had I had a couple months of runway in the bank, and I had that Tesla right there, ladies and gentlemen. That was it. And I got the first distinction about what 100% all in means. You see, I was 97% all in. How many of you feel like you're 97% all in? Hell, maybe not even 97. You're 80% all in. You're 50% all in. You're freaking 30% all in. Some of you feel like you're rock stars. You're 95, you're 97% all in. But there is a difference to being 100% all in. And I got to learn that lesson. I slept on it. I took that conversation like a punch to the stomach, which there had already been plenty. I went back. I meditated. I did my process. I did my energy management. I surrendered. I communed with God. I asked, what do I do here? What's the right thing to do? How do I bring this vision to fruition? And I decided to cash every single dollar I had. I sold the Tesla. I cashed every single thing I had in my bank account. I found money in PayPal accounts and other accounts, wherever the hell I could find money. I went back to the board and I said, this is everything I have. It was $125,000. This is the picture of me at the bank. I can't believe I actually saved this photo. I knew this was going to come in handy one day. This was a picture of me at the credit union transferring my title to the new owner of the Tesla, who I had to flash sell, so he got a good price, because I had to sell the damn thing. I need to sell it fast because this round needed to get done. So this is what it looks like when you're selling your baby to raise enough money to fund the next round of your company, ladies and gentlemen. 100%. That's it right there. 100% all in. Guess what happened? My board all goes, we believe in you, man. When you show up with commitment like this, when you show up as who you are, willing to do this, I'll put my money on you. I got you. Every single member of the board wrote a check. We went back to all of our other investors. They wrote checks. We raised $550,000 just from our small little community. We went to the investor group and we said, we're coming to the table with $500,000. What do you guys got? Boom. They came in $400,000. We were at $900,000, and another investor popped because once you're in momentum, baby, and people feel momentum. We had a $200,000 investor at the final hour. We closed the round for $1.1 million, baby, and Powur was funded to go create its model and do what it needed to do and live another day. Oh, and I sold that son of a bitch solar. Because what does he need with his new Tesla? He needs solar. So I sold him solar, baby. That, my friends, is what 110% looks like. That's what it is, okay? And imagine if I wasn't willing to play 100% commitment. Would any of us be on this line right now? No, we would not. That's the difference between 95% all in and 100% all in. 100% is the secret to your freaking dreams. Everything else is a joke. Everything else is a half-hearted wish with varying degrees of effort. The 30, 50, 40, 60 percenters don't effort a lot. 90 to 95 percenters, they effort a lot, but they don't get all the way. They don't achieve their dreams. To achieve your dreams, take this in. You need to understand this. It's 100% commitment. 100%. There can be no doubts about this. This is non-negotiable. It's 100%. So you all have dreams. I know you have dreams. I know you have beautiful dreams. I know you have big dreams. I know you have big goals. I know you have beautiful reasons to do what you do. You have people that depend on you. You have family to support. You have people that look up to you. You have a world that you're a part of, that you want to contribute to, a legacy you want to create, experiences you want to have, goals you want to achieve, visions that you want to come to fruition. You've got all of this. All of it's inside you. And to actualize this, tonight, I'm leaving you with my message: go 100 freaking %. All in. All in. That's what it looks like. So, if there's anyone on the line who feels a little bit more inspired, like you could go 100% all in, just a little bit more on what your goals are, your dreams are, consider this your invitation. Thank you all. We love you so much. This has been the first Power Hour. We'll see you all next week. Have an amazing night. God bless.